Hey, it's Howard with New Life House, and today I want to talk about willingness, specifically the misconception of willingness, and this whole concept that someone that's 18, 19, 20, 21 years old is going to have the same motivation and drive to get sober as someone that's 55, 65, 45 years old, right? And what I mean by that is not that someone that's younger can't get sober. What I mean by that is that someone that's 45 or 55 and has been drinking and using for quite some time is going to have experienced a lot more external circumstances and consequences of their using than someone that's 18 or 19. How many 19-year-olds do you know that have gone through a divorce, that have had their homes foreclosed upon, that have destroyed decades-long careers, that are completely estranged from their whole families? I don't know that many of them, and that's the reality of the situation. But that isn't to say that the addiction that they're struggling with is not the same addiction as the heroin addict that's living under bridges. In fact, the causes and conditions are a lot of the time very, very similar. And most of the overdoses that are happening nowadays, they're not happening to seasoned addicts. They're happening to 18, 19, 20-year-olds that have only been using for a short amount of time, and their bodies are just not equipped to deal with the drugs they're putting in them. That doesn't mean, though, that someone that age can't get sober. In fact, it means that there's a really good chance of them getting sober if the family takes the time to educate themselves and become properly equipped to addressing the addiction. What I mean by that is, as a family, when you have a kid or a loved one that struggles with addiction, take some time to educate yourself. Learn about what the disease of addiction looks like. Learn about how addiction operates and how the behavior of an addict works. And as a result of that, you're equipped to make the right decision when it helps them getting sober. Parents have a lot more leverage and power than they give themselves credit for when it comes to helping a loved one get sober. If you can stand in solidarity as a unified front and not let your child dictate the terms of their treatment, dictate the terms of their recovery, and continue down the path that they're on, you'd be surprised at the ability that you have to influence them to take the right path. If you take the time to get educated, if you take the time to really stand as a unified front and know what you're walking into and have your mind made up, you set your kid up for the best possible chances of success when it comes to long-term